And look at this guy. To Hooker, it must have been something from a science fiction novel. This is, and I'm sure his grandfather, Mutanchi's grandfather, and Hooker must have had a lengthy argument trying to decide what kind of bird it actually was. And to add to this fact, this guy actually feeds while it sits motionlessly and keeps its mouth open, with the hope that some insect will fly at night and drop an egg. So it spares no effort to make it strange. But this is also one of the most endangered birds in the eastern Himalayas. It's called the Hodgson's frogmouth. There is another species of frogmouth which you find in the Western Ghats, which is called the Ceylon frogmouth. But Ceylon frogmouth has been studied to some extent. We know where it is found, we know where the population status or the conservation status is. This guy just pops up sometimes, and most of the times it is not there. It has been photographed once in Sikkim, but in other northeastern states, there is no photographic record, or there is no authentic sighting record of it. But we only assume and we know that it lives in the lower subtropical region. As a practice, when we make a presentation like this showing the wildlife, we try to include photos from our own database, WWF India database. If not, we try to look at our partner research organizations like WI, NCBS, and WTI and try to use their photos. But when I was making this presentation, I drew a blank everywhere because I had to use Google and Wikipedia for most of my photos. Because there is no photo taken in the field of some of the species in India. The only way I found some photos wherever camera trap studies have gone on for a long period of time. So I apologize in advance for the quality of photos in some cases. Okay, this I can claim as WWF property because this was found in a camera trap study in Sikkim. This is a very rare mammal. This is called the spotted lynxang. It's in the civet family, palm civets and all, which would be common in around Mussoorie or also in the Doon Valley. This is the smallest member of the civet family. This has a brilliant pattern in its coat, as you can see. And this is also arboreal. It makes a hole in the trees and it lives there. And it's a carnivore. Obviously, it feeds on birds, chicks, and insects and all. But apart from that, we do not know anything. So when this was captured in Sikkim, it happened recently, some 2-3 months back. A news agency, Telegraph, they did a report on this sighting. And after it was published, our office in Sikkim started getting bombarded with calls. People, even from the forest department, were calling up and said, what the hell is this? They had no idea. Even local people had no idea that something like that existed just in their backyard. So this is also an endemic and very endangered mammal of the eastern Himalayas. Yeah, the first part of the image has been blurred because of its motion only. This is also a camera photo taken in the same area where the lynxang photo was found. This is of an extremely rare feline called the marble cat. It looks like a miniature version of a clouded leopard, but it is even rarer. We virtually know nothing about its breeding habits, its actual distribution. The only thing that we know is that it lives in the upper subtropical dense forested areas of Sikkim, Arunachal, Nagaland, Mizoram and all. But this was also one of the first records that we found in Sikkim of this species. So this also created quite a stir. But obviously the Hooker expedition could have come across something like this. Okay, as they progressed further upwards. I'm sorry, for this presentation yes, a marble cat pictures have been found in Arunachal in a study by our WWF team only. And this is from Sikkim. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this was the first photographic evidence of marble cat. Later on, WI did a study in Kanchenjunga National Park. They also got marble cat photos. So, this is a schematic diagram. Now, that was from a sanctuary in West Sikkim called Barse. It's famous for rhododendrons, which almost has 40 species of rhododendrons in it. So, as the great Hooker party marched upwards, they would have crossed the dense leech-infested areas and they would have come up to the temperate belt, which in those days would have been a lot denser than it's now. Rhododendrons and oaks would have filled the landscape, and it obviously had a set of its own characters, which were endemic in some cases and extremely rare. So this also gives you a kind of a schematic diagram of the temperate region in Sikkim, but it can extend to other places in the Eastern Himalaya, like Arunachal, Nagaland, and all.